this point, we have TSM, at least in a 3-2 split between A and B, and not only that, but Dignitas holding up real strong over towards the hookah area. An early rotation coming out from Teleporter. Subroza and Drone here to try to help out. Koler also here with a wide swing. Rara still up in middle, and Drone is essentially just delaying so much time in this position while Dignitas is getting whittled down to 2. Same thing with TSM, an early 2v2.
Wardell making a fast rotation. Like you said, Drone sitting up. Oh, he's won that fight. He has to win that fight. 1 HP on the lad, though, is dephh. He's now in. Now we talk about a 2v2. It's a 1v2 here. dephh in a very tricky predicament. They don't know where the spike is, though. And that's the biggest thing so far here for TSM. Dignitas. dephh can be easily able to grab this spike. No contest whatsoever. And he can't fall back to short. He's got to try and get aggressive into spawn now.
There's going to be nobody rotating from that position. If anything, it's going to be a hard retake of this position that he already has a camera on too. So he has his bases covered a little bit, and indeed he does. Not going to be able to ping out anything, but it's still that information that he so desperately needed. Double U-Haul, and dephh is here.
This is huge.
Going to be able to get one. Wardell around the corner, misses out. Both players now. dephh around the corner. Gets himself the kill. The 2v1 for the Cypher legend. And Dignitas have a 1-0 lead. Or the bathroom position, or if Dignitas is going to be able to rotate on out, but instead they're fully committing to it. Ryann's actually going to be able to get the kill over onto that molly. Som is just rushing through. Are you kidding me? Rara still able to get the second off of that bulldog. Drone is still laying around, and they have no clue that he's here in hookah. Just waiting for that smoke to dissipate, but the brim smoke the longest in this game. But Wardell, hello, coming all the way from the A site, able to get himself 2, but Drone still remaining over in hookah, waiting for any sort of drop. He's gonna make the noise first, has to get the kill into rara, but a massive round for the man. Triple coverage, quadruple coverage in that one area. dephh is going down, but they're just trying to hold things up with the stimmy. Brimmy with the stimmy, he gets himself at least one back. Rara helps himself
On into hookah. It'll force Som back just a little bit, but it lands in the back corner where Drone will try and contest now.
Interesting stuff, because hazed, he was the one that wanted that first contact over into hookah, and again, he's the controller, but it doesn't matter. Drone was actually there to cover up the second contact. Rara now just trying to burst on in. He gets himself 2. This is what duelists are for, folks. Able to take control and able to make space for his team early on. But now TSM, they have full control of the spike, still over towards the hookah area, but Rara again. Third kill for Rara. Wardell is away, but that smoke surely about to dissipate, and Wardell could definitely pop up. Not only that, but he has the knives ready and raring to go. Still very much wary of the flank in. Ryann needs this kill. Not going to be able to find it. Now it's a 2-on-2. Subroza and Wardell. Cage triggered. Still with a little bit of control, but not exactly of the spike anymore. 30 seconds left. Subroza still in long. Wardell back in their spawn. Left. Dignitas still has more than enough time to really just decide where they even want to go, but Subroza's watching the cross, and dephh gets it. Exactly Shoulder peeks in, and now it's time for Wardell to step up to the plate. They know exactly where he is. His back exposed, not going to take anything yet. If he can get this first frag and the knives comes out, there's hard potential for him to win this one back, but dephh gets the final kill. Stuck into U-Haul, and Dignitas is still fighting this. mAKKA gonna be able to get the kill after. So now a 4-on-4 with TSM going for a full retake scenario, but still 2 players in the back lines, and Rara ends up catching another one. The molly doesn't matter though. Rara is just trying to get as much info as possible, but hazed, what a shot. Drone takes one back to 2v3. Ryann has to watch out though. Lone man in U-Haul. There's one person in shorts just to try to cover it up. They take up U-Haul control right as Ryann goes away. Such unfortunate timing. They're running back for Drone. Makes his way in. mAKKA can get the kill. And TSM, the overwhelm at the end of things, is now Dignitas. They get left scratching their heads. Back up some of his teammates too, but ooh, the orbital strike in hookah. That forces dephh just to run on out, and hazed gets one back, but Som actually with a double. Gets traded back by Cutler. He has to run on out. The orbital strike in a beautiful position, but he's still going to go down to the bullets of Ryann. 3v2. Subroza is just running on out. What a snap. Rara ends up going for the dismiss. mAKKA playing around the body of Wardell.
But without that Boomba, it seems a little bit discombobulated in Subroza. It's Wardell with one off of this Bucky here, and Subroza could get one down towards Showers. Wardell packing on a whole lot of damage on the 2 players, and Subroza finding another back. He's got control of Showers. While Dignitas have the site, they are not comfortable one bit about it.
Ooh, rara. He's gonna fall to the shoulder peak of Subroza. There goes the rounds.
Dignitas are just waiting for the perfect moment now.
Here we go. Koler on the front line gets the lineup, able to get two. Still trades back from Ryan and rara. hazed in the back line. Good spray transfer, getting both. Rara tried to get the trade back, but it doesn't work out in his favor. Now Ryan left in a 1v2, gonna be able to get at least one back. Wardell always takes his time over towards the A site just to try to lock things down in terms of lurkers, and he takes his time, and now he's in hookah. No noise being made at all. Now it just comes down to the noise being made with the orbital strike, and he puts the ulti in the complete wrong way. Oh, he has no idea, but Wardell makes some noise. But Ryan still not able to get the frag door. In we go now, folks. Wardell still over towards spawn. There's two players.
It's got to be one here.
Covering up both the long and hookah area, and this is... He's just delaying time in a sense, just waiting for that smoke to dissipate. Not going to be able to get the kill. Instead, rara takes one back onto hazed. Watch out for one over towards long, but oh! Wardell! Sheesh! Too clean! Could have been able to get a shot early on, but it didn't want to get exposed from the, at least from the swing. And he's still going to go for another one. That is insane. Again, so much confidence to actually go for it.
Yeah, Wardell always looking for those early peaks now. He wants to double down. Again, it's Cutler and hazed towards this B side. Orbital strike goes in. Wardell, he finds the smallest of crooks to try and hide into, and Wardell dashing away before he even gets a second. It's drone on the run it back. He will be shut down here as Wardell trying to pivot around. One shot in the up, and he needs to find something, but it is a 4v2. TSM off of Wardell's aggression on the operator.
I will drone for the info. Dignitas out and away in terms of spots, and drone is here again. Drone has been such a consistent fragger throughout this half. Nothing too crazy. This guy has been just in the right position at the right time at all times, and Wardell, he's certainly popped off in the last few rounds. A 4K for him, shutting down the A sites. And TSM, they have themselves a 7th going into the second half. He's in a good position, but he could just get exposed out from a double swing. Waiting for the interaction to actually go in. There you go. Subroza doesn't exactly get the frag he needed. Indeed, now it's going to be the double hold between hookah and elbow, and there... I mean, you hate to see it, honestly. Ryan, just with a wide swing, ends up getting another one, but...
4v3 now. Spike is going to be a little bit delayed with a brimstone molly. I think that actually came a little bit late. The passing of Ryan. Now Psalm up close. Stinger against a Spectre, but he still comes out on top. Drone with an instant trade. Drone back with 2, but Makka on this huge flank needs to get something else, and it's rara right next to him. TSM forced back behind the boxes as they look to dance with the 1v1s, but rara is looking unstoppable right now. Needs one more. It's hazed in a 1v1, and hazed comes up huge to give TSM the second round conversion. They take the 8th, and Dignitas completely shocked. Suffer, and all 4 are grouped up towards the spawn, and Drone's looking to take a fight now.
You mentioned the run it back, and he's going right on in, gonna be able to get 2. His position is still known, but he doesn't care. He's still going for a couple of more, and not only that, but Subroza on the flank back, gonna be able to get another one for TSM. It's almost flawless for them as they keep going aggressive in the back line. And Subroza gets the 5th for the team. Border cross still helping out with util, especially with Brim. He can still throw it off from the other side of the map, but I don't think they anticipate this either. Subroza in a crossfire. How on earth is that even possible for a crossfire? But it just works out in their favor. One last person remaining, and it's none other than rara.
Spike planted.
He's got a chance. 1v5, has full utility. 2 Leers to go out as well now, but Drone... There are so many players watching this man. Rara, okay, actually does end up getting one. It was the low HP off of hazed.
Oh, absolutely.
Here it is. Is Wardell ready, though? Here he comes. Wardell caught.
No! The dash out from Wardell, but in comes the take from hookah that we mentioned. It's a full mid take from the defenders. TSM, Wardell, and hazed. All 3 of them getting the frags needed. But Makka still around the corner with the line. I'm going to be able to get 3. 1v1 now for dephh. And oh boy, could it happen? Yes, it does! Are you kidding me? We said that this round would be decided within 30 seconds, and it's just fast-paced, high-caliber action that just so happens to go back in the way of Dignitas.
90% of this is a gamble. They're playing so incredibly smart now with Subroza. He's going to stick the TP, but are they ready? It's Ryan around the corner. Ryan with one, Ryan with two, and down go TSM as Dignitas have a 4 versus 2 with Rara collecting upon another. Where is the recovery? It's Subroza on the flank, and Wardell with a long rotation.
Subroza in a beautiful position, but he doesn't exactly want to wait up for crosses.
Oh no.
He wants to take this on immediately. Wardell takes on Makka. Subroza from behind. That shot from Wardell took away the attention from Rara, and Subroza was there. Well timed, well approached, but now Ryan is still around, and Subroza has no clue. There you go. Ryan with a third.
He's going to meet his
Wardell still has the op ready and ready to go. What? To 4 and 1 player rotating pretty late into hookah.
He's watching for flanks now. Wardell is completely caught out here. Dignitas, they're going straight into the site. Boomer nearly catches Subroza. He's stuck in the cubby. They go past each other. Subroza, he's got one. Rara with the trait, but he knows where Drone is going to be. I don't know if Drone recognized where Rara was playing at. Hunter Siri to boot, and that's all they've got now, Gus.
That's it. Wardell only gets hit once by his teammates Hunter's Fury, and he's still alive somehow.
Wardell.
And Hunter Fury comes in big for the assists.
They gave Dignitas that round where they wanted to get so aggressive, and it could be a play here. Recon Bolt's gonna miss, and so is dephh. Drone shuts him down, and now they're trying to flush out Makka as he goes down. Wardell's looking to tie us up here. Needs to just find 2 kills, 13 bullets, jumping on in, and Wardell closes it out. 13-8 for TSMs. They take map number 1. He does his job, tries to hold them back as long as he can, gives the info. Everyone's rotating. The Killjoy turret sees nothing down towards mid, and now we'll 5-on-5 retake. These initiators can be huge in delaying and getting info, but Dignitas are getting ready to spur onto the site. Rara tosses out a Lear, and Drone's got the first blood in the retake.
Still not a lot of damage as Dignitas. They're just left completely away outside of util, and Makka actually goes for that first peek, but dephh, well-timed swing. Rara, same thing. In comes Hayes, now in a 1v3, and that is just well-timed from Dignitas as everyone from TSM just goes down off that first contact. Again, mid-control for TSM has been rarely used thus far, but wow, Psalm just runs on through. Subroza fully flashed, but it doesn't matter.
Headshot.
Psalm can't get the frag back. Same thing with Makka, and this hold of B is completely knocked down by the ones. dephh now on his way back, and not only that, but there's actually a B main lurk, B main flank. Dignitas, they have to find onto so much pressure. What on earth, Subroza? You good? I'm not even gonna say 4x3. He totally saw him and just totally looked away, but it's all good. 3v2. Now for the rest of the boys at TSM, over towards the back of site. Still Dignitas laying around the courtyard area. Could still save up these guns, but a slight bit of util. They just got to go for these picks, and Cutler has a beautiful position. I mean, honestly, just these post-plant positions in general have full up. These exits could be big Sully, though.
Yeah, that's all they're going for. They're trying to keep these players on the site. dephh and Rara really trying to put a lot of pressure into TSM, but they do end up escaping. If they could have kept them there, 3 players go down. TSM now have the site on lockdown.
Dignitas had the side on lockdown, but they still need to fight up over towards that back lane. There goes the showstopper, but actually a dash out. How on earth is Wardell still alive? And Wardell still gets the kill back. And in we go. dephh and Makka, both with deagles, gonna be able to get 2. The sheriffs work out in their favor, but still 3-on-3. Ryan around the corner. In goes the flash. But even then, double nano swarm covering up the lane. That is just so well done. But even then, the orbital strike is gonna take out the lockdown. Dignitas, they had all of their options covered. Again, I just love that setup from the KJ, but again, forced to use out the ulti, and dephh still gets the kill back. Hayes and Wardell, last 2 players remaining. Still has a stinger. Same thing with a sheriff. 15 seconds left. Spike still hasn't gone down. Hayes does get the kill back onto dephh. Makka swings. Only gets 1 for his favor. In the world, aka They have all the control. Hunter's Fury. This one gonna be able to do everything. And oh, look at that molly coming in from hell too. Good lineup. hazed just drops on in, takes down both Sam Ryan, and he's so ready. Head on a swivel, make it a fourth. Come on, just get the ace. You know where the last person is. Go for the wide swing. hazed with an ace. Holds down the site successfully for TSM as Dignitas left again with her head scratching. Good owl drone. Still gets up the information early, but Dignitas not exactly scattered. They're focusing all of their efforts over towards the cat area, but TSM still with the crosses up. Orbital strike not going to be able to catch anything. They can still fight up into that back line of heaven. With cat being broken down, Wardell still on the front line. Smoke going up to TSM, just delaying so much time. So clean from Koler. Wardell holding down the line. This was a 5v3, and it's a 2v1 now that just gets shut down. TSM.
Got Wardell as well next to him to try and hold it down. 2 players stuck in the site. A third rotating towards cat. That's Subroza, but there's been a lurk set up already. Alarm bot at the ready. They can spin around, but they're going in. They might not notice it. They might go unchecked here. Subroza has been revealed. Flashes go in, guiding lights out, and there's the flank, but there are the kills. TSM locking things down. Psalm blast back in, but he gets nothing for it. 1v3. And 36 HP, it's Cutler to gun him down. No Hunter's Fury needed. And TSM going into the last round.
Sense. But in we go. Dignitas going for something a little bit different. Mid control, and they still have eyes over in mid, but it doesn't matter. Wardell with the updraft knives. And that's essentially going to be it. They have full control of the B site. They're covering up the rotations. Wardell still has the knife, still gets the kill, although he's fully flashed. It's just nuts. 2 players remaining for Dignitas. They're left scratching their heads. No way they can make their way back, and Wardell is still on the barrels, and the boom bot finds him. 4v2, Sully.
Smoke down towards B main. They're going to try and go for this. They have to. Last round of the half. They have 1 paint shell. They could clear this close corner, but hazed playing that headshot angle. Hunter's Fury invested. Cutler gunning for them. It's hazed to take down Psalm. The confusion brought by the Hunter's Fury now puts Ryann in almost an impossible, dare I say, 1 versus 4. He does end up using a paranoia, but there's not much he can do here. He's being watched by every single angle that he could imagine. And Dignitas, they don't take the half. And TSM, they have a lead 8-4 on the defensive side. Or apologies, the attacking side. That's the least favorite side. And now on the defense, TSM, so far it holds true. No team able to get more than 6 rounds on them, and Dignitas just falls short at 4. He's got info, and Rara's on a late lurk. I don't know what their game plan is here right now. They have no control towards B main. It's going to be a blind exec as Rara does end up collecting upon the first kill. He's been fully healed now, overhealed if you will, and even takes down a second. Rara tearing them up on the A site and drone. Gunned down by the frenzy. Leaves Cutler now in a very tricky predicament, and now Subroza left in a 1 versus 5. Does seem like they're again an impossible situation, but for now, Subroza gonna try and get something done. You know, just stat pad at this point.
Stat pad. Good win for the exits. There's 1 player close that he could isolate. And he goes. Sam gets the kill, and there you go. They're waiting for a bait. They're just waiting for these players to rush on in. Indeed, there you go.
Subroza?
Ryann? Subroza still getting the kill back up to Ryann. He had the full angle, but Subroza's nuts. You may have the best strategy in the world, but when you have frags like that, that's just nuts. 4v4, Sully.
Spins back around. Okay, TSM picking up another man advantage. Koler even has a spike in his view. Same thing with drone here. Next thing you know, Dignitas a 4v3 disadvantageous position as drone getting a little bit more information. Even Cutler doubling back. He's got a bucky and he's got 1 to the face of Rara. Drone cleans it up with the stinger. What has happened here? Dignitas, they might just concede the 2nd round force buy. dephh left in a clutch. 1 versus 4 has a chance for 1 at least. Nearly had 2 there as well with Wardell back towards cats. I mean, Dignitas, a lapse in their judgment, allowing Subroza to slip through. Ryann whiffing his shots, and Subroza with a 180 shot on the Sheriff. up to allow them to cross, and all Dignitas are doing is trying to account for the fact that they can't get flanked in market. They're wary there could be a lurking drone off of the information, but it's dephh that pushes on through. Cutler with a bulldog. He's got the superior weapon here on the site. Same thing with Subroza Spectre. 2 versus 3. It's Ryan who leaps onto the site to finally take down Cutler. They are on their toes, and Psalm knocks Subroza onto his butt as he falls down, and Dignitas 2 versus 2 here, Gus. And they have got the weapons,
Psalm.
but here, Psalm, he's got a chance. Hazed spins it back, and it's down to just 1. Ryan on low HP, 10 HP himself. He might get knocked down here, but he's in a 1v1. He's got a chance to win, but Wardell up top. High ground is superior, and TSM find themselves on to double digits. Play with the rest of their team. Hazed and Subroza looking for, again, that early information, but here they come. They're actually going to try and take the peek. Drone down towards spawn. Cutler up in market, wary of mid, however. And Dignitas, there goes a lockdown on top of the lamp, and there's nothing they can do to stop them for now.
Lockdown in, and again, TSM just waiting for their opportunity to go on in with the Seekers out too. Drone. That run it back would have come in absolutely huge, but the spray on through the smoke ended up going massive. Saw him now with a showstopper right on through. Still gonna be able to get the second. TSM all stuck in the back line, and they just get exposed by Psalm. There he is. Psalm, we've been waiting for him to pop off all game, and just when his team needs him, just to evade that match point, he comes in huge with a 3K. Now Dignitas
Come online for the next round as well, possibly, so he can drop the op to someone else and play off of it, and there it is. That's what he wanted. He's gonna back out, but look at these exits. Look at the damage. They're gonna go for it. There's not enough time, but they're gonna try and get the final kill, and they will get the final kill. Had it not been for Ryan staying alive, I thought for sure he was gonna go down there. So much pressure. But
the rotation, there's a couple of players in top mid. Nobody's here trying to watch his back either, with a smoke up in mid. Wardell waiting, gonna be able to get one up in top mid, gonna be able to trade. No, Wardell gets it back. 5v3 for TSM, and the double man advantage taken up by Wardell and Wardell alone.
Oh, Hazed as well, finding another down towards A main. It's finally dephh to strike back, but even then it might be too little too late. 2 ults charged, the Hunter's Fury and the Orbital Strike. There should be no chance they get a spike plan without being detected here. It is Cutler dancing around towards spawn. He's very cautious, but now he's got Wardell to at least reinforce the fact that anyone could come up mid, and he's going to watch for that angle. Now Cutler can solely focus here back towards B. Wardell, you might get another no. mAKKA good for the trade. Now Cutler's got to spin back because he understands the presence, but he's hiding. He's waiting. 25 seconds left, and Cutler takes the fight, but he has to back away. He's going to try and hold this down by himself. 2 versus 1 essentially for him, as both Hazed and Drone need to make hasty rotations to help them support their teammate.
Oh no, the Orbital hitting in the corner. They were just trying to cover up that option. Still, dephh just has to go. Cutler is there.
Back. It's a great delay here as Subroza comes up big with an ultimate, but still they can't shut down the lockdown. Finally Wardell off the second shot, and Subroza goes down and market TP into the back. It's Wardell that now needs to hold it back. There's one player with him, and it's Drone, but here they come. Dignitas 3 versus 4 and 15 seconds left to get onto the site.
In comes Drone, has the front line. Still Wardell has to come up big, going for a no scope, not gonna be able to get the kill. Instead Psalm with the classic jumping on in. Snacks down Wardell. Now it's a 1v2 for Hazed. Hazed spots one jumping through. Knows that there's one on the right side. Could be covered up by Lev, but still nothing. He has that information too. Nobody in corner. Only has a stimmy, but that would just be able to help him out in terms of the spray. The alarm bot catches him too. Defuse, nobody on the right side. He's gonna come into a huge surprise on the left. Saw him with a third. Ready to pop. Good run away too with a molly just to try to cover up the smoke. This is such a good off angle. Gonna be able to get one. Make it 2. Potentially a third. Hazed going absolutely nuts. Putting his team back in a man advantage. In comes the take though. Subroza up top. Cutler through the smoke. Snagging down some. 25 seconds left. They're still going a little bit faster than we were anticipating. Trying to close that again. The Stingers. The Sheriffs. They all come in big. TSM gonna win out the set against Dignitas 2-0. And what was an eco?
Taking it 13-10 in 2-0 fashion to advance to the quarterfinals. TSM, what a huge play from Hazed to drop his own smoke and to try and dance around it with